Giants. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Throwing, Jones. To Barkley on the check down. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Now Jones. Got a man, Slayton. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll buy some time right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, really limited to on 3rd down, you're a little off balance.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Opening drive fumble and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night?
As he has gotten the night off to a hot start. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. On second down, a run with Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Slide. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
To throw again on second down. Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, his second sack of the night.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones, he dumps it off to Barkley. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Gano's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is. And we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows him to go ahead and
breaks the tackle. Now Allen. And he's got some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll try again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So after the INT, here's Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 3rd down.
This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
And no one happier to see that than the Giants fans themselves. Saquon Barkley was used a lot his rookie year, 91 catches, which was a record for NFL rookies. That fell off to 52 in 2019, and then, of course, the injury in Week 2 at Chicago last year prevented him from reaching those heights.
Jones, a final shot before break. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with a Washington football team on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of...
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play there for Washington. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Shotgun now for Wentz. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Wentz, I think this is going to be a free play. And that one is knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps him out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Gibson, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Wentz. A throw to the flat here from McKissick. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Rolling to his right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gandy Golden, his first touchdown of the new season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time.
He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for the Giants. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off play action. Jones. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Back to throw again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 12. A huge play there for Washington.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. On 2nd down. It's Gibson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Touchdown! It's complete. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. John Feliciano, the guard, the guilty party there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Wentz on the bootleg.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. On play action, Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. To throw, it's Wentz.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Obi Melifonwu.
And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one total.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Throwing on second and long. Wentz. Thomas has got it. Complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
The Giants on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And it's caught. And all the way to the line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Gibson again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Jonathan Allen able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were buoyed, Charles, by